Okay, yo, hey everybody, what's going on? This is Anthony from Clean-Beats.com, and today I got a special interview with Andrew Verduzco, who's going to give you a bunch of tips on this weekend's upcoming RCC audition. So how's it going, Andrew?
Going.
Cool. So, we got a couple questions for Andrew. Andrew, can you give everybody just a quick background about your most recent experience?
Yeah, I started RCC Indoor in 2010, and I've been doing it ever since, and last year was my first year at Blue Devils.
Cool, nice. Now with the RCC auditions approaching, how do you expect the difficulty it's going to be for people coming out to audition? You know, how do you think with the spot limitations and stuff like that?
Well, for the battery, I know it's going to be very demanding. I mean, RCC of course is one of those heavy hitter indoor groups, and WGI. For the quad specifically, there's one spot, so it's going to be really difficult this season.
Nice, great, cool. Cool. So, can you give everybody, all the viewers, can you give them a quick overview of what they can expect at the auditions?
Yeah. So usually auditions break down in 2 days. So day one would be learning all the material, and the material would be there's an individual audition with Sean or whoever the tech is. Then there's an ensemble piece that you learn for as a battery. Then there's a dance piece that a choreographer comes out and does. And then there's a section piece that usually the bass drums have their own piece, snares, and then the quads. And then on Sunday, you clean it all up and then you perform it in front of a crowd.
Wow, so tons of stuff, right?
Yeah, tons of stuff on Saturday, and it's a lot of pressure. They definitely put a lot of pressure on you.
A lot of pressure. So that sounds like a ton of stuff to learn right off the bat.
Yeah, it definitely is. Definitely.
All right, real quick, how do you think the individual, or the indoor auditions differ from the outdoors? What's the difference between the winter drumline indoor auditions from drum corps auditions? What do you think the biggest difference or people can expect?
I would say, as far as my experience with Blue Devils and RCC is definitely more of individual pressure. When it comes to Blue Devils, they expect you to learn all the warm-ups. They expect you to show up with all the warm-ups down, and then what they pretty much do is they put those warm-ups on the move, like tracking or anything like that. When it comes to indoor, it's a lot of stuff you don't know. You show up not knowing anything, so everyone kind of starts with a clean slate. So that's why individually it's more demanding as far as you need to be on your A game. As far as drum corps, you're all right, we all know the stuff. I gotta kind of show this guy up, blah blah blah. But now everyone starts the same, especially with vets. All the vets come clean.
Nice. So it's definitely a lot of pressure. Totally clean slate from everybody across the board.
Yeah, it's just you gotta be on your A game as far as how fast you can apply the hands to the feet, or the piece of music, and make it look as comfortable as possible. So
Nice.
It's a lot of pressure.
Dang. So real quick, what do you think is the biggest mistake people make when they head over to their indoor auditions?
For indoor, just falling under pressure. The worst thing you can do is get overwhelmed and lose your cool and get frustrated in yourself. I think the best thing to do is just stay level-headed and just remember that you're there because for most people that trial it's your dream. So you wouldn't want to give up on something you've worked so hard for.
Got you, definitely. Cool. And just in closing up, what do you think is the best piece you personally can give, coming from already being in RCC, and what's the best advice you can give people for their upcoming audition this weekend?
The best piece of advice I could give is probably something that Pete Sappin told me back when I tried out. It's just to always remember that there's someone else out there being better than you at that point in time. So that's just always something I tell myself, that there's always someone out there better than you.
Yeah.
So it makes you work twice as hard.
Exactly. So a quick a mental check, quick mindset kind of thing.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, there you guys have it. Andrew Verduzco with RCC auditions. Good luck to everybody trying out this weekend, and go ahead and let us know how you guys did. Cool. Well, thanks, man.
Thanks.